done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds and they're done dirt cheap. No, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to do my best Bon Scott impression, but we have a man on that, of course, is Mr. 100. I mean, he's dirty himself, Dirty Donnie, and he's the man behind all the great stuff you see here in the world of the IMF, and we've got a huge show coming up here this Saturday. It's going to be the biggest one today. As I said on Monday's show, there is somebody in the IMF that has to be a fan here of AC/DC. It was Highway to Hell last show. It's Dirty Deeds coming up here this show, and I have no doubt we're going to definitely be thunderstruck. We're going to definitely, with a flick of the switch here, talk about a number of great matches ahead, and I have no doubt I am definitely going to get a stiff upper lip if I don't make sure I give our guest that Back in Black like introduction, because we're going to certainly give you tonight, I think, a feeling of hell's bells coming your way when it comes to all things related to the IMF. Since he's here first, he's the man behind all the stuff you see. I'm going to give him that introduction because this is the IMF's platform. This is the platform the IMF built, and we are in prime time, the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the only platform where all wrestling matters. And I got a brand new USB cable for this, so I'm going to make sure my introduction sounds as good as it ever will. And let's, ladies and gentlemen, get to it here on Sportzwire Radio. So with that, without further ado, here on the Sports Report, number one global sports show, the brains behind one of the most successful underground wrestling companies in history, the general manager, Sportswire Radio Hall of Famer, Mr. 100. His name is simply put, Dirty Donnie.
Thank you, Tom. Always, when an introduction like that, I get fired up. You just see my little Ric Flair back there.
Well, you do a great job in the Palo Community Center, despite some of the different things you might have went through with Mr. Steele. But it's good to be with you. We're going to be here, obviously, for a few minutes to set the tables for us. We have a big show tonight. Definitely, I'm sure we're going to definitely be talking about a number of dirty deeds.
You said Hell's Bells.
It's good.
You were saying Hell's Bells, and then I was thinking Highway to Hell. That was a hit. Hell's Bells, that's a hit. Back-to-back hits, and that's exactly what we do at IMF. That's what I try to do.
That, you know what? You couldn't have said any better. Highway to Hell, huge hit. Hell's Bells, I mean, still a huge hit, even bigger of a hit.
I related it. So,
Well, I think there's no question that this show is going to be maybe the biggest show today because just, again, Back in Black, Hell's Bells on it. Back in Black was the biggest AC/DC album in history, one of the biggest rock albums, and this is going to be one of the biggest shows in underground wrestling history. I'm very excited about it, but, Dirty, the reason you're here, especially for those that are listening and watching here in prime time, the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the only platform where all wrestling matters here, Mr. 100 Dirty Donnie, our IMF general manager, you have an announcement of some sorts that might set the tables for us, not quite this show coming up, but
for our 1 year show at Winter Clash. At Dirty Deeds, I will be unveiling a new championship. And that will, partake later down the line, next month. At Winter Clash at the 1 year anniversary show. So that's going to be happening. If that's not good enough, a reason to come out, obviously we got championship after championship lined up on the
impressive paper there.
You like that, the old Southern, the wanted poster kind of look, that's what we were going for.
Right. Well, that's why I'm donating a ticket so somebody can go watch the show coming up.
Oh, yeah, you always do, Tom. And, I'm grateful every time. I mean,
no, listen, you guys come on the show. It's your platform, after all.
I appreciate it.
But I'm excited. Obviously, we got some great matches ahead. We've got a U.S. title match everybody's talking about. We've got a tag team match between I think father and son, but not quite father and son. We've got this 20-man battle royal. We've got a tag team title match. We've got
we got a lot, and then let's not forget the Anthony Steele, Omen Black. That's fans bring the weapon.
Title match. We got Ox McCoy and Jordan Nets. I mean, boy, Jordan Nets have a death wish, and maybe he does. I mean, we've got the Switchblades are in action. We've got the battle royal to lead who could be the #1 contender to the world title. We've got the world title match itself. I mean, we got some really good matches coming up.
It's lined up. It's lined up, Tom. And I tell you what, I got the best seat in the house, obviously, right there, calling all the action. But are
you going to be safe? Are you going to be safe though? Because there's an individual that I'm sure you know very well. His name is Anthony Steele, and he was here on Monday, and he was giving you a hard time there at the last show.
Yeah, that's exactly who I was about to talk about. That little asshole. Ran his mouth talking about, I can't give him good competition. So I threw Omen Black at him. You seen what it was. And then that's what I'm excited about because the fans bring the weapons in that match. And, we got some good fans out there that love the violence. I mean, I can only imagine.
Great fans. You kidding? You guys have great fans. Hundreds of fans show up to watch you guys time and time again. And I mean, you guys just always finding a way to top what you did last show. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Steele, we asked him about that, and he didn't seem concerned about this. And there's a lot more Omen Black fans than there are Anthony Steele fans by far. And that's why
to play like he's cool. He likes to play. He's cool. He's just level-headed. But he's like a ticking time bomb. All right.
Well, I have certainly heard that throughout in the last couple of years, and I actually want to put the poster up here because obviously I just found the poster, but definitely let's do that. Obviously, let's follow our friends in the IMF. They are on YouTube, they are on TikTok, they are on Facebook, and if you want to go to the show, obviously you have a number of different ways to do that. That's the poster itself. Anthony Steele doesn't look like that anymore, but you're not concerned for your safety at all about Mr. Steele?
What's that?
You're not concerned at all about your, let's just say, safety, especially after what Mr. Steele and his Sinners friends have been doing of late, and just
no, Tom. Right now, I'm not wearing any sleeves, but please believe, Dirty always keeps, a card up the sleeve. Is that what they say? I don't know. They're always saying different, but yeah, I'm not too worried. No,
not too worried. Not too worried.
That's what I was about to say to you. That's what I was about to say, Tom. You see, this is dirty deep. You see, for all the haters out there that don't know, I got accolades for days. I'm a 2-time Sportzwire Hall of Famer. I'm a 5-time champion. Okay, let's see. Won the U.S. title, became Mr. 100 in IMF, joined the foundation, led them as a manager to statewide championships.
And you were in other promotions with them. You guys.
So I'm honored. Honestly, I just want you to. This was a management decision. I don't want people to think just because I'm Mr. 100, I just gave myself a pay-per-view or something. This was fucking decided, and I'm happy for that. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if you wanted to say anything to Anthony Steele out there, what would you want to say to him?
Well, I want to say, and this is going early dirty here, but I really like to tell him, watch his shit. And that's personally, my man Omen Black, he ain't fucking around, all right? And I'm not trying to use that word lightly or too many times on here, Tom. So, it comes down to you're putting Anthony Steele now in a match with Omen Black, and it's Omen Black type of match. Now, Anthony Steele might have been, in some matches, some crazy matches or whatnot, But this is Omen Black we're talking about. I mean, what? We're talking about 350 pounds of, go ahead there, bud. He's going to bring it to him. He's going to take it to him. And then when weapons get involved, Anthony Steele, he's got no chance on this one. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Dirty Deeds is going off without a damn hitch. And bada bing, bada boom, we're going to have probably a new U.S. champion. I say that. I want to know what we are. We're
going to, for sure. So you promise former Anthony Steele U.S. champion? Is that what you're telling us? You're promising that Anthony Steele is going to be no longer a U.S. champion by Saturday?
You know what? I got that much damn confidence in my brother, foundation brother. Damn right I'm saying that, Tom.
Well, you know what? You might very well be correct, but right now he's here, and you know he was going to be here because he heard it. And Anthony Steele, the real deal, the United States champion, is live. And boy, here he is with a microphone. And Mr. Steele, I'm going to let you speak because you've obviously allowed Mr. Dirty Donnie talk about what's going to happen this Saturday. And I'm going to give Mr. Donnie a few minutes with you. And Mr. Steele, take it away.
Can you hear me, Donnie? I want to make sure you can hear me perfectly.
Oh, I can hear you just fine. You look like a knockoff Ricky Smart.
So let me talk to you for a second about your boy Roman Black. You want to talk about his size, but remember what happened last time I faced Roman Black? How I put his big ass on my shoulders and tossed him around the fucking ring like he was a paperweight. So obviously his size don't fucking matter to me. And Donnie, I love that you're going to be right there next to the fucking ring doing commentary, because I might just walk up to you, grab you the fuck up, and have my own way with you while beating the fuck out of your fucking foundation member.
Oh, you think so? That's not gonna happen.
You think you think that you can guarantee a new United States champion on Saturday. But what I can guarantee is that I'm going to be taking out a second foundation member since returning to IMF. Jovi was first. Your boy Omen is next. And the one thing that you gotta take into consideration.
We are having a little bit of, I guess, maybe some feedback in the background from you. Hopefully you'd be able to fix that before I do obviously continue. But while you do that, I will ask you this question. And again, it is Omen Black 1, Anthony Steele nothing. Does that concern you at all here coming up this Saturday? No. Tell us why. Tell us why.
It doesn't concern me. The simple fact is what was said Monday. It's a different Omen Black, but it's a different Anthony Steele than what Omen faced 20 months ago.
Yes,
the biggest thing that I will say, and like that's on my part, is I was 6 months out of the ring. And at that time, Omen was in there almost every single week. So he had the advantage. And plus I stepped into uncharted territory, not knowing much about IMF, not knowing about the roster and what the capabilities are of the people that he surrounded himself with. See, but now that I've been inside the doors of IMF for going on 3 months now, it's a different strategy for me now. Because I know how the boys work in the back. I know how the boys think in the back. And when it comes to the foundation, dude, us sinners, we've showed time and time again that we have the foundation's number, whether we have the number in bodies or the number in width. Because the thing that I'm going to do to Omen Black is use my wits.
Well, I know that you've got a lot of wits about you, and I really hope that your internet will sound a little bit better with some wits here. But I will ask you this question before I do bring on Mr. Black. He has the opportunity to speak. It is his platform. That's where I'll make the change. I'll let Dirty go on and do IMF business here to get us ready for Saturday's historic show. And, of course, Dirty D's going to do another sold-out show. Yes, Dirty.
Yeah. I just want to let Anthony Steele over here know, his ass is done. He ain't got a chance.
Hopefully he's got a little bit better wrestling ability than his internet connection or his internet.
Well, you never know, man. You always know he probably lives close to a McDonald's and got that free Wi-Fi.
He said McDonald's Wi-Fi. Could Anthony Steele be living on a few more Big Macs? Well, he's going to be
on that note, I'm going to go ahead and
I got Omen Black. It's time to bring Omen Black. Dirty, thank you as always. You go have a happy meal. Hopefully you'll be a lot more happier. Omen, it is your show. I can see you're not happy right now. Anthony Steele's Wi-Fi. Maybe the Wi-Fi chickened out knowing that Saturday's coming and that obviously it's 1-0 Omen
because
Black.
He's broke. He can't afford good internet, bitch.
Well, apparently it looks like he's got some sins to attend to there because that Wi-Fi is definitely...
it ain't working out working with Justin Parks. You get broke internet.
Well, you know what? He could certainly have his own Brokeback Mountain moment. Who knows? But obviously, Omen Black, it's still in my book. Last I checked, Omen Black 1, Anthony Steele nothing. And you've got the advantage going into this match because, well, It's a fans bring weapons match. And we know that you've got a lot more fans than Anthony Steele in the Palo Community Center upcoming here this Saturday. So really, it's almost like you've got an extra advantage over him.
Listen, Tom, I want to say the beginning of last year, February, I was in the only at first of its kind fans bring the weapons match against Nicholas Crenson and Kodak Kid. You know Kodak, you dumb son of a bitch.
Let's not go there.
I was in the only
Anthony, I'm not even going to ask you on that individual. I just hope that your Wi-Fi is connected right now and you'll be able to.
Oh, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly
I was in that only match, the first of its kind, and I came out victorious. What the fuck do you think you're going to do to me, Anthony? You haven't been in the hardcore nothing for a while. What the hell do you think you're going to do to me? You're stepping into my territory. Stepping into my yard. My bad. We're not in a yard no more. Congratulations, Anthony. You're stepping into my home of Palo, Iowa.
There it is. There's that poster.
You're right. You're right. I'm stepping into your territory. But as I proved multiple times, it doesn't matter what territory I step into. When I set my sights on something, I'm going to do it. And it seems to me that come Saturday, you're taking me very lightly. You're thinking that this is going to be a walk in the park for you, Omen.
Why shouldn't I? I've already beat you once.
Because you've never faced this side of me. You've never faced this version of me.
The only thing different about you, Anthony, you're a little bit heavier. That's it.
And a little more facial hair, by the way. I think Anthony was clean shaven the first time.
Look.
The mustache is coming in, Anthony, pretty good.
When you're talking to me, boy, take the shades off.
You
take them off.
You can talk all you want. You can say anything that you have to say.
Come on, neckbeard. Take them
off.
off.
The one thing that you got to understand, Omen, is when that bell rings,
you're fucked.
It's no rules. It's no rules. No fucking rules. I'm going to put your body through hell, man. Because don't take it lightly. I'm not Ox McCoy. I'm not Isaiah Rage, and I'm not Soldier GP. And I'm going to put a hurting on you worse than all three of those dudes did last fucking month.
Do you think you're something special, Steel? Like, honest to God, do you think you're something that I should be feared of? No.
I mean, I'm the current United States champion, obviously.
Ooh, you're United States champion. I've been that twice now.
You won because of brass knuckles, and then you faced Jordan Netz, who was sick going into that match, who's really from most people would say is a tag team wrestler.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up.
Good.
How did I win?
Pretty sure I was asked to talk now instead of you.
How did I beat Jovi?
With brass knuckles.
You had your little twink boyfriend give you brass knuckles.
See,
we do support that if that's the case.
What makes you think, Omen, that I ain't gonna have the same set of brass knuckles that I used to take out the first foundation member? Because your glass, your jaw ain't glass. Your jaw ain't glass, homie, and I'm gonna knock you out too.
Well, you are.
And when I knock you out, and I pin you, because like I said on Monday, I don't want to tap you out. I want to pin you. I want to make sure that the world sees that Omen Black got knocked out, and that's the reason why Anthony still retained.
But let me ask you this question, though,
Do you really
Anthony.
think you have a chance, Anthony? Sorry, Tom. Let me cut you off. But let me ask Anthony something. Do you really think you have a chance? Because let me tell you about a little bit of history since you've been gone from IMF or probably wrestling all in general. I have faced pros that you wish that you were. I have faced pros that are way more relevant than you are. I have faced pros that only guys like you love to watch. Like Damian Saint, Ox McCoy, Chalk from LMFP. I have been doing something with my career more than you have. Yeah, you've been.
That's where you're wrong.
I'm still talking, dummy.
But that's where you're wrong, dude.
I got the mic now.
It's your show.
Congratulations. You got a fucking microphone in your goddamn hand. Look, that don't mean a damn thing to me. But you forgot what I did down south.
I got the mic now.
You forgot. Because you want to talk.
All right, Anthony, let Omen speak. It's his show, and I'll let you speak right after. How about that? That sound like a deal? Go ahead, Omen.
Come on, Tubby Toot. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, good one, bud. Listen, Anthony. when this Saturday comes, finally, when it comes, you're going to be looking at the guy who whooped your ass once, but not the same animal. You're going to be looking at a different beast of Omen Black. I have been on a fucking conquering fucking career run right now. I have been on the most dangerous version of myself lately. You're stepping into my domain, Anthony. You have no idea how fucked you truly are. Everyone else in Palo, Iowa knows how truly fucked you are. Let's roll back the video. When I said, Palo, Iowa, are you ready for me to kill this motherfucker? Everyone stood up.
We did that on
and
Monday.
laughed.
So, but let me ask you guys this question. I know, Anthony, this will tie into you speaking. Anthony, the last 2 times we saw you in the IMF, which was obviously September and October, there was a referee. You remember the name Smokey? Smokey ring a bell?
You're right. Yeah.
Smokey ring a bell? But from my understanding, coming up here in this Saturday show, coming up here, Dirty Deeds, you and Omen Black, I don't think Smokey's going to be the referee. It's got to be a big disadvantage for you, from my understanding.
That ain't a disadvantage.
Tell me why. Tell us why.
Because if you want to be technical,
yes, please.
First match, Smokey wasn't the referee against me versus Sean Jovi.
Yep.
But
this last one with Jordan Nets was.
Yeah, and see, like I told Omen, like I told Soldier, like I just told Dirty. No matter what, the centers will always have the advantage. And Omen, you want to talk about all these pros that you face that I wish I could face.
Oh, by the way, I've also been in rings without fucking a top rope missing, bitch.
You're right. You're right. Not every show that I've ever been on is 100%. You know, shit happens. But I've faced guys like Draven Lee, that one of the best fucking indie talents I've ever seen in my fucking life, and I got the authority to face this guy. I wound up facing a guy named Bullwhip Ballard, one of the biggest fucking hits in the Southern Territories right the fuck now. Not once but twice. Not once but twice, Omen. And you can act like you're fucking sleeping, but see, the thing that you got to understand is just because you face indie guys, I've been on the indies. That's the difference. I've been on the indies making more money in wrestling than you have. And you got to take into consideration that just because you face
you have broke ass Wi-Fi, dude. You have a broke ass fucking shades. You have a broke ass fucking Playboy jersey on.
I mean,
making so much money, huh?
I'm making pretty damn good money. Especially because I'm making pretty damn good money at IMF too. So let that be fucking known. But
I guess where we have a different Anthony. I don't. But
Anthony, you make an interesting point.
I don't do it for the money.
But Anthony, look, the money's whatever it is. I'm not gonna.
I bet that ring fake too, bitch.
I'm not gonna speculate on the ring. I'm not gonna go into who's wrestled and who's run people out of town. You guys have both accomplished that. There's no question. You guys have obviously earned where you are in your careers in ring wise. But Omen in the IMF, they changed forever. This movement. We have an All Wrestling Matters movement. And if you really think about it, Anthony, I know you're right there, but Omen in the IMF, they've been front and center. We think about all the stuff with Summer Bash. We think about coming up to the 1-year anniversary of the IMF going to live venues, hundreds of fans, and all these fans that just believe in these guys, and they get mobbed in their home communities. They go out there, and Anthony, maybe you know something that we don't know. But if there's anything that potentially could will Omen without even fans bringing weapons, it is going to be those fans. Because I know you said on Monday's show that, sure, the fans can't wrestle. You're right. The fans can't wrestle. They're not going to be able to go attack you. Some might want to. But the facts is that he's got basically a third man, a fourth man, a fifth man. They say that in football all the time. In football, they'll always talk about the sixth man. They'll talk about just the crowd. And he's going to have Omen Black, that crowd. So how are you going to be able to deal with that? Because this could be the first time in a long time, not only you're in a hardcore match, but you're also in a match where the fans are going to be a factor. That's going to be a huge thing that I know you've done a lot in your career. You've certainly had some big crowds here on Sportzwire, but those crowds are hundreds of miles away from you. Omen, let alone the weapons, is going to have a huge crowd because he and the IMF changed the game. And how do you deal with all that coming up here this Saturday?
the same way I've dealt with it every other time. And Omen, I'm going to tell this directly to you. You can have your fan base. I had my fan base way before Omen Black was even fucking created.
Still had a fan base.
So with that being said, bring your friends, bring your family, bring anyone that you want to the show that can make you have an advantage. But the one thing that you're still not getting is the fans bring the weapons both of us can use. Not just one.
Sherlock.
Not just one. So when I grab one of those weapons and beat the living hell out of you with it, you're gonna feel it.
It'd just be like a Tuesday.
But Anthony, I gotta ask you this question. What fan will give you a weapon though? This is going to be a 99% Omen Black crowd. What
the one that brings him to the show.
I don't know anything about that. That's a question you'd have to ask Anthony on. But that's a legitimate question. This is a fans bring weapons match. So what fan would be bringing you a weapon when Omen's going to have 99% of those fans on his side? That's a question I think we'd like to know.
I can answer for him. Take the back seat on this, Anthony. The fans that give him a weapon, it'd be the ones that bring him to the show or the ones that are not mentally all there.
I'm gonna not.
It doesn't matter.
Or the third one is ones that are also like finishing their transition like you are. My bad.
Okay, well you can speak, Anthony. Now.
So, Omen, it doesn't matter if they're bringing them for me. All I got to do is get my hands on them. That's
you think I haven't? Where have you been? Like, have you not watched what the fuck I've been doing the last fucking year?
No. I could care fucking less about
my body is built for this. I will be just fine, and I'll still win this match and the Battle Royal later on in the night.
Well, I want to ask that because I do have to get you guys, because we have to talk about the IMF World Title match in a second. But let me ask you guys both this question one more time. I'm going to ask you one more time. You guys each other up, but how are you guys going to be able to do both? Win your match and win the Battle Royal.
Tom, when I became DKW World Champion against Isaiah Rage and Joe Stone, I later on went number one in our Rumble in the Wreck, and I made it all the way to the Final Four. This has nothing on me. I just got to eliminate 19 other guys, and I'll be good.
I mean, I did the same thing. Summer Bass did the same thing. Helped start it with Big Man Cam and Justin Parsley, and made it all the way to the Final Four.
And who eliminated you?
You're right. You eliminated me, but who got eliminated 5 seconds fucking later? Omen Black. And see, here's the funny thing. This is the final thought that I'm going to tell you, Omen. Okay. And this is the one thing that I want. This is the one thing that I want you to take in consideration. I'm going to ask you the same question because you got a couple days to think about it. When I beat you on Saturday and I extend my hand, what you going to do? You're going to acknowledge that I finally... You want me to
answer? You want me to answer? Oh, you answer. When you extend your hand like this, I imagine it's me picking your ass up when me holding the U.S. title, giving you a hot dog in the other hand, and telling you to get the fuck out of my ring.
Hot dog and a handshake, basically.
We'll see you on Saturday then, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you guys a few final words for now. We'll see you guys back in the Battle Royal. But you guys want to have any final words? I'll go with Anthony first.
I want to say this before we go. Yes, this guy wants to talk about he's been in the indie scenes, but I've never been in the indie scenes.
Are you in the WWE ID program yet, Anthony? Did you get into that?
Not yet.
But you get there, right?
I want to say this. You want to talk about how you've been in the indie scenes. Bitch, I helped build a company to an indie scene.
And a company that helped build a movement. A company that also...
And I'm one of the names that helped you put you on your map.
Never. You got played.
You call it played, I call it exposure.
Well, it could be exposure, it could be play, but I tell you what, I am looking forward to playing. I'm looking forward to playing when it's aired on the
IMF. Better than James Taylor.
Well, I am certainly not going to go down that road. But I'll tell you what, though, I am looking forward to playing it when it airs live here in the Palo Community Center on the IMF YouTube page. Anthony Steele versus Omen Black, the United States Championship match, and fans get to bring weapons, and that certainly could favor Omen Black on paper. But Anthony Steele claims to have a plan. Yes. Before I move on to the title match,
I see a comment from Zilla. Zilla, if you were in the crowd at this show, I would pick you up and hit you or hit Steele with you.
Oh, well, I mean that's why Omen, I'm being neutral because
I would hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
I don't want to get into the middle. I will read the chat real quick before we get to the title match. Zilla saying hello. Anthony, someone says hello to you. Hello to Mr. Dirty Donnie. Brandon Hardcore Hobbs would like to say hello. How you doing, Brandon Hardcore Hobbs? Dominic, the YBW champ, is in the chat. We appreciate him tuning in. Nolan Money, not going there, gentlemen. Not going there with him tonight. We're definitely not going to go down that road. Going to just say not all in there. The real deal, Anthony Steele all day, baby. Okay, so apparently somebody is rooting for Anthony Steele. Zilla's definitely rooting for Nolan Money McDermott, but he's not showing up, though, Nolan Money McDermott. Also, Chase Wakefield's in the house. How you doing, Chase? Good to see you, my man. Ace Diamond's going to be here in about 2 minutes, and he's got certainly a good broadcasting partner. Yeah, you guys were doing some of that. I don't know why Nolan Money McDermott's being acknowledged. He's not on the show. He's not wrestling on the pre-show, right? Okay. Dominic wants to say Anthony Steele will beat Omen Black. That's an interesting prediction. It's the chat. James Taylor is here. Definitely not a bot. He will also, Zilla likes to also say she agrees with Dominic. Dominic is here next Saturday night, so I'm sure we'll have a lot to say on that. I thought it was Walgreens Wi-Fi. Did Walgreens stay in business? Hello, Omen. Hope you split Anthony's skull. That's not nice. We don't want you to do that. Anthony, we don't want your skull to be split up. Hello there to Justin Parsley. He's not even here, though. How are we saying hello to Justin Parsley? Anthony is getting cooked right now. It's not looking good for Steele. The fans are certainly not behind Anthony Steele. That's a cap. Making money, but he's on his phone, not his PC, and that setup he had. By the way, Jason Storm is back James Taylor on December 4th, 10 o'clock Eastern time.
I got a new PC. I got to get it all set up.
That's good. I'm happy you got that.
Because of so much money I make.
PC.
You got to understand that Mr.
You fucking spell it the same, you dumb fuck.
I thought that was Nolan Money McDermott. That was what Freddie Daniels said on one of the IMF Jovi's vlogs. Omen, that's why he won't ever get over or earn respect from anyone. He's only in it for himself. That's going to be his biggest downfall. But he's got the U.S. title right now.
He's only for the money. He's not for the community.
Not only that, he has yet to be humbled. His time, Anthony, you do have the U.S. title. Don't you worry about that. If I was there at 30 Deeds, I would give a weapon. We got that. I doubt that, kid. I have more respect from this community and business than you could ever imagine. Angela's in the house. How you doing, Angela? Angela is saying hello, and I believe Omen respects James Taylor. Yes, hello to Angela. She's not a bot. Gentlemen,
yeah, you are, because there's no way.
I don't know about that, but I do have to let you guys go for now because I have to get to the IMF World Title match.
Hey, Michaela, your forehead's cooked. Sorry.
I don't know anything about cooking things.
Hey, you fucking take that back, you fat fucking large bitch.
My brother Anthony is going to reign supreme. Your brother.
What's up, J-Rod? What's good?
Here. Thank you, Jared. Hit the sub button for us and hit the IMF sub button for us. And Angela and Zilla seem to know each other. And gentlemen, I'll let you guys go because you'll be back on for the Battle Royal. And I know, Anthony, you'll have time to cook more, and Omen will have time to climb more.
See you soon, buddy, because on Saturday, you're going to need all the luck you get.
I got to find you to get you off the stream, Anthony. There you go. Just my luck. But now we bring on the men that are going to be talking about the IMF World Heavyweight Championship. First, we have the eyes of professional wrestling, but not to be outdone, the reigning, defending IMF World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Mephisto. And gentlemen, how are we doing tonight? And good to be here. Who wants to go first?
Well, thanks for having me, Tom. You know, Prince wishes he could have been here, but he's grinding it out. Every last second matters. He knows that one last workout might be the difference between the world title and not having it. So, you know, I'm here. I like being here, Tom. I love being on your show. So I'll be representing Prince against
everybody here that wants to talk wrestling. Yes, we definitely want that. But Mephisto, I'm going to put that poster up in a second. You have certainly had an interesting run so far as champion, but you've got a man you've got a lot of history with, you know well. And how are you going to be able to retain this championship here coming up this Saturday in the Palo Community Center at Dirty Deeds?
Tom, I appreciate you having me back on here again, brother. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Good to see you, champ.
I really don't got much to say in this matter today, Tom.
What? You don't?
The emotions, I'm feeling pretty angry after what happened to me at the end of my the last show, Highway to Hell, when I was picking Joby up, and a certain person distracted me, and well, brother, if you know the rest, busted my head open from the back, Mr. This Prince of Chia.
You could maybe say the chia after you win. You know, the Chia Pet commercials. Maybe that's what you'll try to do with his hair coming up this Saturday if you're lucky. But we got the poster here, and it's going to be personal, Mephisto. And, you know, you're going to have to forget about all that and do everything you can to retain that championship this Saturday.
Oh, brother, you don't got to tell me it's personal. I know it's personal. I was left in a pool of my own blood. He kicked his feet up on me like I was some kind of coffee table.
Oh, maybe he thought you were a coffee table.
I tell you what, brother, I'm not up for that coward stuff. And, you know, he wants a match one-on-one. That's all he had to do was ask for it. But here we are.
But, you know, Ace, you've now looks like maybe you just have the opportunity now to have the IMF championship in your possession. And Mr. Achia certainly got what maybe after the last show would say he has the momentum here.
Oh, we always have the momentum, Tom. Here's the thing. People would have thought that Ace would win a world title with Mephisto. You know, and I gotta admit, that was the plan in the beginning, you know, almost a year ago. I was at Mephisto's side fighting Prince, and now here we are. You know, I'm on Prince's side, and Mephisto's got the belt that I want, that we want.
That we want. Mephisto, we want. We want.
Notice the I part he said there first, brother. This Mr. I of professional wrestling seems to think about himself quite a bit, doesn't he?
Well, you knew that firsthand, but I guess you maybe caught on to it a few months ago, and that's why you're the one with the IMF World Championship at the moment.
It was kind of the benefit of the doubt, brother. You want to give someone who you come up with the idea he wouldn't do such a thing that he did, and then watching the video back and seeing him hit me, it's.
I'm sorry.
All the little cheating things he was trying to get Mr. Jones to do, interfering in my matches, it all came to a head, brother. And then, hitting me with that crutch, that match with Isaiah Rage, and it's all culminated now into what you're seeing here, brother.
Yeah, I mean, it's painful to watch, but maybe it'll give you motivation here this Saturday.
Brother, I'm nothing if but motivated to give Prince the whooping he so righteously asked for, brother.
But maybe Ace, you got him right where you want him, because this is a different Mephisto. This is a different Mephisto than I've been used to the past year. This is a Mephisto that's subdued, that's just not his usual self, and seems just not the fun-loving Mephisto that everybody seems to get behind right now. Maybe you've got something that shows you are the eye of professional wrestling after all.
We knocked the fun out of him. This ain't fun for us. This is business. And Mephisto, when I was with him, he just wanted to play games. This was just, this wasn't serious for him. And now he's got the belt. I don't even think he still takes it seriously. This isn't him taking it seriously. This is him being afraid. Because, when you're left in a pool of your own blood, you got two ways to react. You can either fight for your life or you can die. It sure looked like Mephisto died at the last show, and we're going to finish him off come Saturday.
Did you know what death is like now, Mephisto, or that's not true?
Brother, I don't know what death is like. I didn't come close to dying that day.
Well, it did hurt, though, what you went through. It seemed like it hurt from what we just saw.
Well, brother, it didn't feel very good. I'll tell you that much.
Well,
but if anything, like he said, I was taking this jokingly. This always has been a joke. It's been a fun ride, but this match I had with Soldier kind of brought a different side of me out. And then continuing that match with Jovi brought another side of me out. It's the talk of the more serious Mephisto. We want a better Mephisto. Well, Prince, you're going to get a new and improved Mephisto. I'm going to do to you things, brother, that you didn't think I was capable of doing. He's too afraid to even be here, brother. He's got this guy who calls himself the Eye talking for him.
But, could I conversely say, Ace, that because your client, let's just say, or the challenger, is so focused on Saturday that maybe he doesn't want to talk to the world. Maybe he's so focused on finishing what he started a few weeks ago at Highway to Hell that he doesn't have to talk, because the only talking he'll do is with his actions, and that'll be as the next IMF World Heavyweight Champion.
Tom, you said it perfectly. How else could I phrase that? He doesn't need to be here. He did all the talking at the last show, and he's going to finish that statement at this show. Like, it's just, he doesn't need, there's nothing he could say. There's nothing I can really say that could change that. It's all going to be done in the ring at this point. But I do want to point out, Mephisto's United States title reign ended because of Ace. It ended when I said it did, when I wanted it to. You're going to see a little bit of history come Saturday.
I see what you're trying to say. You're trying to tell the audience that you're going to be the man to have ended not one but two of Mephisto's championship reigns. And what you're trying to tell me, and you're trying to tell everybody going to the Palo Community Center, I know Mephisto's about to hear this as well, that you brought in Mephisto to the IMF, and you can easily take him out of the IMF. Is that what you're trying to tell us right now and sell us, basically?
That's exactly what I'm telling you, Tom. It's funny. When we first started out, he won the Intergalactic Championship with me at his side. He wouldn't have even have gone for that belt if I wouldn't have told him 24/7, get your ass out there. And he was like, gold? Oh, I'm going, brother. And he went and he won me my first belt. You know what? It's almost going to make me a little sad with that history to take that belt from him, because he's probably never going to see gold ever again after Saturday.
Mephisto. What do you want to say to that? What do you want to say to the world right now? I know you're not going to do much talking here, and I don't blame you. What you went through, it was a heinous attack. What happened to you a few weeks ago in the Palo Community Center would certainly unnerve any man. But you are the champion. You are the man that's on top of this circuit. And maybe, just maybe, we don't know you after all. But there is a lot of your fans out there, even some that are going to go to the Palo Community Center. And as we know, I'm donating a ticket to allow somebody to watch this match and the rest of the card. So I'll ask you, would you want to say anything to anybody out there tonight?
Just a message to all my loyal fans out there. Mephisto was down, but he's not out, brothers. He's going to come back, and he's going to show Prince that it was a mistake to challenge me and to go the coward's route about it, brother. You couldn't just step up and be a man and ask for a challenge or demand one, brother. No, you had to be a coward. Attack my brother from behind me and then attack me, all while using this other coward who can't even tie his tie right to distract me. The world wants to see a serious Mephisto. The world wants to see a different Mephisto. Well, that's what it's going to get. And Prince is going to get every repercussion of it.
Let me ask you gentlemen both this question before I move on, because I see Mephisto is in no mood for talking, and hopefully he'll be in a mood for talking after Dirty Deeds to take place here this Saturday. But let's just say, hypothetically, Ace, Prince Achia wins the world title, or conversely, Mephisto, you retain the championship. Now, we have this main event 20-man battle royal, and the winner of that will get a shot at whoever is the champion at the one-year IMF anniversary show Winter Clash. Do you guys have an opinion on that? Do you guys have an opinion on, let's say, anybody that you think you'd want to face, or you think that will win the battle royal to face either of your client, Ace, let's just say, and certainly you, champ? You guys have any thoughts on the battle royal coming up here? you have any thoughts on the battle royal?
I was waiting for Ace to say something. Sorry. Honestly, Tom,
I think he froze. Actually, maybe it's tough to be here. You're a tough spot.
Honestly, Tom, my focus is only for Saturday right now.
Understand.
What happens at that battle royal is none of my concern until I take care of what needs to be done Saturday before it.
Okay, you know what? That's a fair answer. And you know what? You're the champion. You're the one. You have to defend what you have, and you'll worry about whoever wins that battle. But Ace Diamond, I'm glad you're with us now. I do realize technology can certainly be an interesting thing, but I mean, let's say Prince wins the title. Let's say he wins this Saturday, right? And we've got this battle royal to determine who will challenge Prince coming up here at Winter Clash. Do you have a thought on who you might want to see, or who you thought maybe could potentially win that battle royal to be the number one contender?
Well, I want to apologize for the Wi-Fi issues. I'm in a hotel down the street from Anthony Steele. I'm piggybacking off his Wi-Fi, so my bad. I apologize. Yes, Winter Clash is going to be a big event because not only is Prince going to beat Mephisto for that world title, one of Ace's clients is going to win the battle royal. It's going to be Diamond versus Diamond. And I'm going to be like a proud parent just watching that main event, knowing that I made that happen. I'm responsible for that. All of this is because of the Eye of Professional Wrestling, Ace Diamond. And I'll tell you what, Tom, it feels magical, and it all starts Saturday. Ace Diamond's on the up, and Mephisto, you are going all the way down.
Ooh, I tell you what, it's going to be a show like no other, and I am very excited about the IMF World Heavyweight Championship. Mephisto has been the man that has reigned supreme after finally ending the run of Soldier GP. What an amazing run that has been. Mephisto has certainly had some, let's say, obstacles to go through. Freddie Daniels, certainly Sean Jovi, the resident rock star, but will it be his biggest test? Yes, when it comes to Prince Chia, a man that rightfully earned that shot at the world title? Well, we'll have to certainly find out. And gentlemen, do you have any final words? Ace, I'll go with you first, and then I'll go with the champ for his last words. Anything, Ace, you want to say before we move on to the next segment?
It's going to be a new IMF come Saturday. Ace Diamond, Prince Chia, the World Championship. Maybe I have to put some diamonds into that belt, I don't think anything else more needs to be said. Prince is going to show it in the ring, and I'm going to be there supporting him, supporting all my diamonds Saturday, and it's going to be a good show. Hope people come out, hold their Ace Diamond signs up, and maybe I'll give you some autographs if you're lucky.
I'll certainly say we'll have to find out and stay tuned. But champ, I'm going to give you the floor. I'm going to give you some final thoughts. Anything else you want to plug, share, or say, and take it away.
Ace, I'm glad you said that you'll be there at ringside. I'm looking very forward to you being there at ringside. I'll see you Saturday, brother.
Well, it's going to be one for the ages.
Why?
Let me get to a cut. Well, that's what he wants to say. I mean, but no, Zilla, don't leave the chat. Thank you, Zilla. Stay here. Angela would like to say she likes Mephisto. Also here, Ace also looks serious. Yeah, they're both serious. It's the main event, one of the main events for a world title. Also, yes, hello to Barry Gutman, my good buddy Barry Gutman from the friendly confines of Brooklyn, New York. Anthony Steele, James Taylor doesn't like him, but that's a different segment. We'll come back to that, fellas. I want to thank you very much for your time. I'm looking forward to watching the match. Best of luck to everybody. Mephisto, I definitely saw a different side of you tonight. We'll see if it pays off here coming up this Saturday. Ace, we'll see if you finally snag the World Heavyweight Championship for your group. But until then, thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you guys very soon. Okay,
thanks,
that was Mephisto, who's definitely not in the usual Mephisto mood. We see an Ace Diamond, who I'm sure we'll see him in a little while here. But thank you, gentlemen. I know we're going to get to another match here next, but I do want to bring up, because he's got to run, and he's got a lot to say. He's got a lot to say because he's got an historic 200 Jovi's vlog to promote, but also Sean Jovi. Piggybacking, I only got you here for a few minutes. I know you got to run. You got obviously a lot of stuff prepared for the historic 200 Jovi's vlog. Also, certainly get ready for this Saturday show in the Palo Community Center. But you heard a lot from Mephisto just now. You saw what happened. You had a front row seat, figuratively and literally, to what Prince Chia did. But it's been a tough last few months for you, Sean Jovi. You lost the moniker of America's resident rock star, America's vlogger, America's cat dad. You've obviously seen what's been done to you and the foundation. Anthony Steele took that United States Championship away from you. Nolan Money McDermott has certainly been making a name off you and everything you've done for this circuit. I mean, there's Mr. Brightside. There's the whole list of things. But Sean Jovi, that's all forgotten this Saturday. If you're the man to win that battle royal and to get a shot once again at the IMF World Heavyweight Championship at Winter Clash, and tell us why you're going to win the battle royal here coming up this Saturday.
It's simple. Tom, you got to understand, and I think everyone understands already, that I'm kind of the underdog in this battle royal. For once, being the big guy, I feel like I'm at a disadvantage just because of my current streak of losing lately. It's well documented. I've lost against Brightside. I've lost against Steel. I've lost against Mephisto. The list goes yada, yada.
Isaiah Rage, Nolan Money McDermott. I mean, he's been basically telling everybody he's all about the money because of, a pin he had in an elimination match against you.
Yay. Lightning strikes eventually, but no, it's a lot. And honestly, I don't expect people to take me seriously on this. But you better bet your ass that I am planning on winning that battle royal. You better bet your ass that Sean Jovi is not just going to be America's resident rock star. When I win that battle royal and I go on to Winter Clash to face Mephisto or Princess Chia, whichever one wins, I am going to cement my legacy as the world's resident rock star in IMF, in WCE, and the other promotion around this planet.
How about the BYWN friends of yours that seem to be kicking around, or maybe even those trampoliners and STBW who seem to have WC countries? But Sean Jovi, I know you've been through a lot this year. This has not been the year you had last year or the first half of 2024. But think about this for a second. We are in prime time. We're in a platform you helped build. Sean Jovi, you were the first, alongside with another individual, the first yarder to have officially come on this platform. And think about this Saturday, Palo Community Center. You win that 20-man battle royal, and you become the number one contender. You would have a chance to have maybe the greatest moment, the biggest moment of your career at Winter Clash, to have an IMF World title shot, and on top of that, become the IMF World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, you have certainly had a lot of moments. You've certainly overcome a lot. But could you imagine that storybook finish? That storybook finish to this year, and maybe the storybook finish of your decorated career to win the IMF World Heavyweight Championship at the 1-year anniversary of the IMF in live indoor venues. Think about that story for a second, and that's going to forget about everything you've went through here these last 3 months.
More or less, Tom. I mean, that's the dream. That's the end game. That's the final goal and the destination, to become IMF World Heavyweight Champion. That's what everybody in that company strives to be. So to say I want the win is an understatement. I need this win, Tom. Like you said, it's been a rocky year for the resident rock star. Good, bad,
Jonathan
ugly.
Pierce took away the interstate title. Anthony Steele, controversially, but how poetic with his name, took the United States title from you. Mr. Brightside gave you nightmares. Mr. Brightside senselessly attacked you on Sportswire. Nolan Money McDermott has been putting your name through the mud. We know what WC's went through this year. It's been a roller coaster year for WCE. It's been a roller coaster year for the foundation, and all of that gets put to bed. You win the battle royal this Saturday. You get that shot at the IMF World title coming up here, and then you take that title at Winter Clash. I mean, what a statement. I mean, really.
That'd be the comeback story of the year.
It's one of the greatest storybook finishes to anybody in a year, in a career. And on top of that, you could show your father, John Bon Jovi. You could show Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, John Bon Jovi, that you are a multiple-time Sportswire Radio Hall of Famer, and he should finally meet you after all, because you are the IMF World Heavyweight Champion, potentially, by the end of the year. I mean, think about that for a second. If Bon Jovi hasn't wanted to have illegitimately met you in the past, well, he's going to legitimately meet you coming up at the Palo Community Center, and he's going to be there, and he's going to make sure that he's there in a blaze of glory, because I can tell you, you have definitely been keeping the faith all these years. You might be at a crossroads right now, but I know for sure you're definitely going to no longer be slippery when wet, because you're going to crush this potentially, and you're going to bounce your way to the IMF World Heavyweight Championship and no longer be on a lost highway when it comes to your illegitimate father, John Bon Jovi, and everybody else will definitely be singing Have a Nice Day when that happens, when you win the Battle Royal, then that IMF World title at Winter Clash.
Well, first things first, Tom, stay tuned because, like I said, tomorrow on Jovi's vlog, I searched for my kayfabian father, John Bon Jovi. You get to see it in living proof and living color, my friend. So be sure to check that out tomorrow. But, man, that I'm just so excited for that vlog.
I gotta tell you what, and I want to say, I know
I put a lot of work in this one.
I know you did, and I want to say, I know I got to put the poster up for a second. I can't keep you here too long because I have to get to the tag match. Then I have to make the hockey line change back into the battle royal. But I know you obviously got to run. You got ready to promote the 200th vlog show. But I will say this much: I really watched the last vlog, and I was fired up. Aside from the fact that you used me a couple of times in the episode. And what you've been going through here, I mean, this is why everybody should go to Jovi's vlog right now. If you are here right now, I want everybody, I know this is the episode, but let's get this man to 1,000 subscribers. He's always promoting me. He's always putting my ads in the WCE and the Jovi's vlog shows. But his name is Sean Jovi on YouTube. He's got 781 subscribers. I want everybody right now to get him to 782, 783, 784, so on and so on and so on, because once he gets to 1,000 subscribers, he'll finally start getting some revenue for this. So let's make sure we get him the revenue. Let's make sure we get him to 1,000 subscribers. And maybe then John Bon Jovi will see he's legendary. And then he'll maybe, let's just say, I don't know, want to, let's just say, sleep when he's dead. And definitely this won't be a love song, but definitely go out there and make sure you follow. You know, I could pretty much come up with at least 50 other Bon Jovi songs.
I know. I love it. I love it so much.
But I will still say, though, very quickly that these days and Keep the Faith might be my two favorite John Bon Jovi albums. But that's, I'm sure people are like, boy, you didn't pick New Jersey and Slippery When Wet, but I have my reasons. But
no, these days is an interesting choice. I dig that.
It's you know, because it didn't do well in America, but it really blew up in Europe. But obviously, you have a vlog. I want everybody to check it out. But I do want to ask you formally before I move on to what I need to for the rest of the show. What would it mean to you, though, formally, to win the Battle Royal here this Saturday, 20-man Battle Royal over the top, Dirty Deeds, IMF Palo Community Center? What will it mean to you?
You know, this has got big fight feel. This is like the Winter Clash.
It's a bigger fight field than Paul and Tyson. It is a bigger fight field than Paul and Tyson.
Because if you think about it, Winter Clash is like the home of like the WrestleMania of IMF. It's literally like it's the WrestleMania of our sport for IMF. So if you think about this Battle Royal, punches my tickets to the main event of the biggest event of the year for IMF. A win punches my ticket against Mephisto or Prince of Chia. And I've beaten both of them before.
Who do you want, though? Who would you have a name you'd want? Would you want a Chia again? Would you want Mephisto? You and him have been so intertwined in the IMF. I mean, should you win this Saturday, is there, of the two, one you want more?
That's a good question. Not necessarily. Like, both of them, Mephisto, I love him to death, but I know I can beat him. And Chia, I still have a lot to prove, but I know I can beat Prince of Chia. I've done it once before. So, I mean, either way, it's a horse apiece, Tom.
Well, we're going to certainly find out. We're very excited about that. And, of course, I am donating a ticket to, if you want to watch the show, which I know there are people out here that would like to go, you can do that on my behalf because, unfortunately, I'm like thousands of miles away. Maybe one day I'll get a chance to go to the Palo Community Center. But until then, you can go as my guest, and you can watch Sean Jovi and everybody else that's going to compete here coming up in the 20-man Battle Royal. And Mr. Jovi, obviously, I want to give you the floor, give you some closing thoughts. Anything else you want to plug, share, or say before I bring on a few other competitors that you'll probably see in this Battle Royal, and I'll let you now move on and say a few more final words, good sir.
Sure. It's going to be legendary. I plan on winning that Battle Royal. I plan on going through the competition. And I plan on going through especially Mr. Anthony Steele, the real meal himself.
Real meal? Are you referring to the McDonald's Wi-Fi we saw this afternoon or evening, wherever he is?
I mean, yeah, probably. He is a real meal. He's a real McMuffin, all right. Just like
I thought
Nolan.
that was Nolan McDermott, though. I didn't realize. Oh, I get
there's
it.
not much of a difference.
I walked right into that one. I walked right into.
Yeah, you really did, Tom. But no,
I was slippery when wet there. Get it? Slippery when wet.
No, tune for Jovi's vlog 200 tomorrow, noon Central Time. So it's 1 o'clock your time, Tom.
Yes.
For those who are watching by you, it's gonna be a blast. I put a lot of story and effort, and I put a lot in this vlog, and it's gonna be very funny. It's
congratulations. Seriously, 200 vlogs, 200 vlog episodes. I said it a couple weeks ago when you asked me to say a few words. Think about it. In television land, syndication's 100 episodes. You made it to 200. Right. I mean, that's.
I didn't give up. Like honestly, around like vlog 25, I was like, this is too much. But then WC happened, and it just developed into a larger-than-life story for me.
Well, I'll let you take over Sportswire. If you want to give up the vlogs, you can take over here. I'm sure Rad would be happy with that. So you want to take over this, you could do that if you like.
Only if Rad helps me run it. And you help me run it.
Well, we'll have to see. Stay tuned.
Can you at least be my vice president?
You know what? Considering the way this country is, maybe I'll have to think about it. But I tell you what. Congratulations. You've been obviously a great friend for 2.5 years. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I thank you for all you've done. Angela's one who got us 1,000 subscribers is rooting for you. So there you go. She just subbed to your page. Thank you, Angela, for doing that. Sean, Jovi, everybody else on YouTube. We appreciate that. Let's get the man to 1,000 subs. I remember you were at like 300 subs. Went from like 300.
Yeah, I've gone up like I think almost 100 some already this year.
I was gonna say, when I met you, you were at like 320 subs. So now you're at like 781. So
I know I'm growing. I'm growing on everybody. That's the plan, though.
Well, that's why you keep coming here all the time. But I won't mention Nolan Money McDermott anymore. I won't mention Anthony Steele. I won't mention Mr. Brightside. But I'm definitely gonna be tuned in coming up here tomorrow. I'm gonna be rooting for you for sure coming up this Saturday. Thank you for all you do for us here for our sport. I will definitely see you very soon. And go get some sleep. Go say hello to Fozzie. And I'll be watching tomorrow afternoon. And congratulations, and we'll see how you do this Saturday.
All right. Bye.
And Johnny Walker says hello. And that was Sean Jovi, the resident rock star. But now we've got some business to attend to. And I think this is going to get real interesting. 1, 2, wait a minute. And, whoa, wait. Is that who I think it is? Is that Justin Parsley? And wait, is that Felix? That don't look like Felix Jones. Is that Felix Jones? Did he get a haircut? Was he like grounded or something? Did Justin Parsley get a haircut? Who in the F is Dre? Justin Parsley? I thought Anthony Steele was like a controversial name. Justin Parsley is live on Sportswire for the first time since I don't know when. I mean, but you guys look different. Soldier, this can't be your son. That's definitely not your son. Now I'm convinced it's not your son. These guys are here. It's not AI versions, but gentlemen, what brings you here tonight?
One person.
You look incredible, Felix. Let's get that out of the way. You look great. You look great.
Thank you. The hair looks nice on you too, Dad.
Thank you. It took a few years off, didn't it?
You know what, Soldier? Maybe he's not your son after me. Soldier, I'm gonna give you the microphone before I put the poster up. But Soldier, I don't know.
Well, Tweedledee has to follow Tweedledum. So if one gets his haircut, the other one gets his haircut. If one jumps off a bridge, the other one will jump off a bridge. So I want to point out, did you see my fun fact underneath my name?
Oh, stop. Zilla's going to get upset. Zilla's...
I don't care.
So disrespectful.
Oh, wait. Is this because... I get it. I got it, Soldier. Is this because Zilla's rooting for Justin Parsley and Felix Jones to win against you and Damien? Say, is this what it is?
I don't. Zilla started it first. Everybody thinks I'm bullying, but Zilla started it first.
I will say, I actually sort of stuck up for you. I'm like, listen, Soldier's got a great stunner, and we love him, and we wish him well. But Justin Parsley, I really want to hear from you because, I didn't realize you were still a thing, and you got a haircut. That haircut looks like from 2 years ago. That's like a 2 year. Are you sure this is the Justin?
He looks like the goth girl from Breakfast Club.
Stop.
It was a rough breakup. Here, if I do this.
Stop.
It was a rough
take your head
breakup.
like she did. Take your head like she did for me. Yep, there it is. Look at that, man.
Stop telling me what to do.
Stunt double.
Oh my God. You know what? The Breakfast Club. Boy, Justin Parsley, you are the leader of the Sinners. I'm going to put this poster up in a second, but
where is Damian Saint? Why is he not here with us?
He's got business.
Damien,
he just comes and goes as he pleases, huh?
KFAB aside, Damien runs a company, so I'll be doing the talking for both of us tonight.
Okay, you can talk pretty well, Soldier. I know you a while now.
But hey, before we get started, I ordered a package and it came in right before I came on here, which is really crazy. But I typed in things to beat my son and his stepfather with. And it came in the mail.
Real father.
I swear to God, it came in the mail. Right, like, see, it came in the mail. Amazon sent it to me. Because it is a tornado tag match, so there's no rules, right? No rules at all. So I could, beat you with a hammer. That it came in the mail today.
I did see that.
The last time we were in a tornado tag match, did that work out in your favor? Just real quick.
That's a good point.
Did you pin? Did
my
you pin
partner
me?
Was maybe half the man that Felix is.
The last time we were in a tornado tag match, did you pin me?
Not in the tornado tag match, I didn't.
Exactly.
At Summer Bash, I did.
And then I got this, and you see that this is great because this is from a college. If you see that, so this is meant to whoop ass.
Is that a paddle?
That is a paddle. Wow. I'm gonna whoop that ass with that.
Wow, we'll go with a paddle.
I've got a nice little bat.
Oh boy!
Have you checked with the athletic board to make sure this is all commissioned and allowed?
I don't think they can bleed with that. So I think it's safe for Saturday. I think, right? Is it safe?
Yeah. I also look. I got.
I'll put a call in.
10 can, and then I can always go Abdul the Butcher. Abdul the Butcher.
Justin, did you really send him a fork? You didn't send him a fork.
Look,
I didn't send any of this.
I can come your goofy ass haircut as I'm beating your ass too, Parsley.
Actually, Justin, what possessed you to get a haircut?
Or like the bitch that you guys are. I can put this leash on you and drag you around the fucking Palo Community Center. Or Felix knows how these feel. I could beat you with belts after belts after belts. It's a tornado tag. Remember, anything goes. You took something from me, Parsley. What if an eye for an eye? Ooh. What if I take something from you?
You can't take anything from me. I have nothing to lose, soldier.
Wait.
You know what?
Wait for this weekend.
I'll do you one better. How about this, soldier? How about if I bring my family along so they can watch what I do to you and Damian Saint, what I do every time I'm in Iowa, and that's put on the show of the night and leave you in a mess on the floor.
The last time your family was anywhere near us, I left you on top of a steel chair bleeding out your face. And that was in Indiana. Remember that.
We're not going there. We're definitely not
going
there.
Your daughter.
That was a sick sneak attack.
We're definitely not going there.
Your baby crying in the background because I was beating her dad's ass.
And this is the good This is the guys they cheer for.
Thank you.
Now
it doesn't make any sense.
Now I have a pro wrestler on my side. Damian Saint.
I beat the pro. What else do we have left to prove? We beat you guys time again.
But did you though?
Says the Prince of Professional
Wrestling. In front
Wrestling.
of the Sinners ref, it's like you keep paying off the refs. In front of the Sinners ref, you beat Damian Saint. As he was getting money, you guys were handcuffing him, which should have been a disqualification.
It says I won. It doesn't matter how I won. A win is a win. You of all people should know that.
Well,
and what happened the last time you were in the ring with me one-on-one, Felix? I beat you.
Technically won. 1, 2,
What happened to the last time if you were in the ring with the foundation member before Damian? You had to cheat to beat Damian. You got your ass whooped by Omen.
What happened the last time? How'd you lose your world title again? You're welcome.
That's fine.
World champion.
because this weekend I'm gonna beat that out of you.
Ooh.
You cost me the world title. I'm gonna whoop that ass. This is payback for me.
You won't be able to get to him.
This does remind me of a line that
Because to
parents
get to him,
say.
you got to go through me.
I think this reminds
Parsley. It's gonna be like Kane going through X-Pac.
Is that what you think?
Well,
no,
it's never been like that before. It ain't never
WrestleMania
been like that before. Keep that in mind.
Well, but it hasn't been this personal, has it? And like I said before, an eye for an eye. I have something that you're at least gonna expect this weekend.
You better be careful because that'll leave the world blind, my brother.
How blind? We're using the words blind. Yeah, it is a little evil here. It's definitely getting a little evil. We're seeing some people here in the chat. They would like to say hello. Judas the Evil Angel would like to say hello to the IMF. My friend Barry Gutman now says he thinks he wants to go into the ring now. So Barry, if you want to go for a career in wrestling, I'll certainly set you up with the owner of the IMF, who may or may not be on this stream. I will certainly. He's a big guy. He's really big, and he's big enough that he could probably do a few things in the ring. Brandon Costelli, this might be for you, Justin Parsley. He says you're a little evil right now. It's for you, Justin Parsley. And yeah, are you okay? I don't know who's okay. But thank you, Zilla, for letting me be on the board of directors in Wrestling Zero. But I mean, just to Parsley, you haven't been around here in a couple of months, and how are you going to shake off the ring rust here coming up this weekend?
Well, I mean, I went from a 10-year absence to the impact that I've made thus far. So
you made some impact, that's for sure.
So a couple of weeks off is just a vacation at this point. My body feels healed. I'm ready to go. I'm at 100%. And I'm 100% going to beat that ass, soldier.
You can joke all you want, but as soon as that bell rings, I'm going to rip you in two.
Big weekend for the Sinners, Justin. Big weekend for the Sinners here coming up.
Yeah. And Halo's going to be let down. What's that?
You call yourself a leader, but you can't run up nobody. I'm pretty sure I've heard your fellow sinner, Anthony Steele, say it several times that you're not his leader.
We're going to let you guys.
He's taking a couple headshots over his career. You have to keep that in mind.
But then lately, Felix at the shows have been running things. So wouldn't that make Felix the leader too?
Felix has always been the right-hand man.
I don't think it's
Felix
legal
is always
for
known
Felix
his place
to lead the company.
Felix has been a martyr. He's been everything that I've asked him to be. And even things that I haven't asked him to be. Like my son. The thing he didn't want to be for you.
Well, you guys don't look like anymore, father and son, but obviously there's a lot of personal nastiness here, and it's gonna, I guess, come to a head here this Saturday at the Palo Community Center. And what happens though if you guys don't win, Justin Parsley? What will happen if you don't win here?
He'll come up with an excuse.
Mathematically impossible for us to not win.
I'll elaborate on how that would be. Elaborate. I'm curious.
Well, I mean, Felix here has been carrying the torch quite well while I've been gone. I mean, not every sinner has been carrying their own weight, but Felix
has done an excellent
job.
You got one of run of them.
Yeah, well, you know, you got to take out the trash sometimes.
We're going to say no comment on that. But, yeah, I mean, we're all confused about the dad issues here. I mean, Johnny Walker says he thought he had daddy issues. And, yeah, we're all confused about that. Brandon said maybe he wants to show up in Iowa. That would be interesting. And Zilla likes the haircut, by the way. Zilla's a fan of the haircut. But I want to know, you know, what possessed you two to get a haircut, though? Why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean.
Well, Felix did it because he did it. Come on, it's simple.
And I did it for a fresh new start. And Felix deserves one of those too.
Well, thank you for telling us that. But but I guess then it's a big weekend. Anthony Steele could have his life flashing before his eyes. You've got this match coming up here. We've got the Battle Royal. I mean, how are you sinners going to all stay together here? That Battle Royal could maybe pit some of you guys against each other. Because I know the Foundation story, but what about you guys for the Sinners?
Everyone in the Sinners knows what to do. They
do?
know the plan. Yeah. The plan's been established. It's been discussed.
Okay.
Every single sinner out there knows exactly what to do when the time comes.
So you guys have planned this. So you guys are now more coordinated.
I don't really think we need to talk much more on it at this point.
Well, Anthony's Wi-Fi.
Enlighten the world what the plan is.
Enlighten the world or let you in on my secrets? No, thank you.
I
idiot.
guarantee you're not going to win it.
Play like you.
I guarantee I guarantee that after we beat you in that tag match, I will be the one to eliminate you in the battle.
Well, I know how foolish you are, so I know how foolish this prophecy is.
I do have something that I have to ask all three of you on before I do bring everybody on that's left for the Battle Royal. I'm going to do that in a minute, but there's this thing called the Nameless One, and we were talking a lot about this with Anthony Steele on Monday's show, and I was wondering what you gentlemen thought about this. Parsley, Jones, and Soldier. The sands of time have already been turned for his royal return to the IMF. Be prepared and be warned. The devil even surprises himself sometimes, as will the IMF will be. What do you gentlemen all think about that? I know, Justin Parsley, you definitely don't believe in the devil. That I know personally. So I know you wouldn't maybe know much about that, but I do have to ask regardless. This Nameless One has just been the topic these last several weeks on Sportswire. Every show I'm on, and you guys have any inclinations?
I think I'm just going to pray for this guy. That would be the best thing at this point.
So you believe in God, but you don't believe in the devil. So
no, I do believe in the devil. I don't know. That was an odd statement for Tom to make. I do believe in the forces of good and evil.
I just would have thought that you wouldn't have thought about the devil. You would have just only,
Well, I don't do acts of the devil. Like I mean, I know there are sinners out there. That's why I have a group of them, right? I have a group of them who are flawed and they're human, and I'm trying to help them get back on that God level.
Good. That's a good, smart way. But further, he will bury all of your hopes and dreams. Lend him a spade. Soldier, he'll be pleased to meet you again. Meet you again, Soldier. Meet you again. Meet you again.
See, I think this is foundation work. Mind games from the foundation.
This ain't foundation work. I don't know who the Nameless One is. He can say he's pleased to meet me again. That's fine. We can meet again. But I have no idea who that is.
I don't believe it.
He seems to know you.
I don't give a damn what you believe in, kid.
On Monday's show, it was established it was somebody who's been in the IMF. Somebody who's been in the IMF. So chances are all three of you would know this individual. I mean, that could be anywhere. It could be any name in the past. I mean, there's been guys from many promotions that have been in the IMF on top of that. So there could be people that have not are in the IMF currently that were in the IMF. I mean, I don't know.
Please to meet Soldier again. I'm reading that. I'm rereading that. I'm reading it. I'm rereading it.
They all know, but you guys apparently know who it is. I mean, you guys apparently know.
I'm clueless, Tom. Clueless.
What's that?
I'm completely clueless on this. Yeah,
I respect that. I definitely respect that. But you're clueless. Okay, fair enough. You guys don't know anything about it. No. Well, you think it'd be a good time then? Maybe I know it's obviously we're all dumbfounded here, but maybe I'll let some of the actually before I do anything else. He's been essential to your careers. Please don't tell us who I think it is. No, okay. Well, we'll move on. It can't be Anthony Steele. I confirmed it. At least I confirmed it wasn't Anthony Steele.
I mean, he uses the word essential. So, I mean, that's like a play on Rob Slater, but I don't think it could be Rob Slater either. If you want me to throw my guess out there, I'm going to guess
that.
I was going to say, did Rob Slater actually wrestle a match in the IMF, if I recall correctly? I don't think he wrestled a match in the IMF. He made an appearance.
Nah, he fucked up a main event, though.
True. I that's a good point. He's been essential to your careers, but was he essential to Felix's career, though? I guess technically.
Don't associate.
I mean, if you think about it, Rob has been essential to Felix's career because Felix stepped into the 2.0 of being Rob with Parsley.
Do you want me to? Do you want me to throw names? I could throw names if you want. Won't be controversial names. Now, I promise you won't be. I mean, could it be? I mean, guys that have been around your careers, Nicholas Crenson. It's kind of up his sleeve. Do you think I should be Nicholas Crenson potentially?
I don't think he's smart enough to pull this off.
He speaks in riddles. He's a type. He's had nonchalant. He's been.
Nicholas Crenson only speaks in riddles because he confuses himself.
Stop. It's. If it was Nolan Money McDermott, I would certainly die with laughter.
Nolan can't spell essential.
Well,
he's money.
And it doesn't say irrelevant after, so it's not Noah McDermott.
Will you take his hand down the path of salvation? Do you think it's all right? You know what? While you guys think about this, I'm gonna let the rest of the people here who are in the battle royal that are still here with us. We got one and wait, it's Freddie Daniels. Freddie Daniels is here. Freddie Daniels is here to save us all tonight. And
he's on mute.
It's not Xavier Thorne. Xavier Thorne's not. Never in the IMF.
I'll be on the mute if I want. I don't need to talk to any of you guys.
You know.
Then why'd you come on, dumbass?
Because I'm gonna win this battle royale. And it's not because I'm going for a title. No, I'm not gonna shut up, Omen. I'm going to win this battle royale, and it's not going to be for the title. It's going to be to beat Mephisto.
Shut the fuck up, Freddie.
Listen, you guys can tell me to shut up all you want. Trey Daniels doesn't shut up when people tell him to shut up, all right? I'm going to talk all night if I want to.
We're not going to have you talk all night.
How about that?
What, Tom? You going to tell me to shut up next, Tom?
He ain't going
to shut the fuck up, Freddie.
I can throw you out.
Anthony, you want to keep talking? You sat there and
do
Thank
something.
you very much. Freddie Daniels here, obviously, clearly, for whatever reason, has lost his mind. After what happened to him at Highway to Hell, maybe he's on a highway to hell. Or let's just say it's going to be a flick of the switch that he could definitely be thrown out. But I'm going to put the poster up. But, of course, it would be a Sportswire radio show if it wasn't Justin Parsley, Anthony Steele reunited, Soldier GP, and Omen Black, and Felix Jones here. I don't know why, but he's here. But, Anthony, you and Justin are reunited for the first time on screen in weeks. And,
good question.
And you'll be reunited for the first time in months together. So obviously it's a mini Sinners reunion here.
Yeah, he's reunited with his leader.
Hey, yeah, do you see that little name thing at the bottom of that? Leader of the Sinners.
He might. Hey, listen.
And it feels so
he might be the leader. He might be the leader, but I don't take orders from him. He knows that we're equal.
He's the leader.
He knows that we're equals, and I do what I gotta do. Look. For the past 2 months, he hasn't been in IMF, and I've been retaining and winning this fucking championship. So he knows how to do my own thing. He knows what I know what's good for the Sinners.
Well, you only retained because he paid off the ref. So yeah, he's still doing his job.
Whoa. Who said he paid off? Who said he paid off anything?
Well, that money,
like
that's too much money for you to actually have yourself.
We work as a unit. Ain't that right, Parsley? We work as a unit.
But now he's
absolutely joint bank account. Sinners bank account.
That close, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. It's in my name.
But a joint bank account.
How does this work? He claims.
Yeah, well, I mean, they'll have their
I don't got no leader. I don't got no leader, but he claims to be a sinner.
Yeah, because there's no leader for me. Like I said, we're equal.
Well, I mean, if I needed to lead in a situation, I think Anthony could probably swallow his pride and do the right thing. But we haven't reached that point yet. Anthony's doing great. Anthony's doing great on his own.
See, your boy Justin just humbly told you to shut the fuck up and listen.
But, that's a great question because I asked Anthony this question to Mr. Parsley about 10 minutes ago. Is that Sinners are going to be in this battle royal? I mean, how will you guys exist necessarily? How will you guys be able to exist in that battle royal?
The same way that we existed in the Rumble at Summer Bash. Me and Parsley got each other's backs.
How the Sinners do it Rumble Direct. Always.
But what happens if you guys, though, are two of the final four participants? What will happen then? Will you guys try to?
Well, I mean, the leader is going to make him step over the top rope, and Anthony's going to do what's best for business for the Sinners, right?
No.
I said the Sinners know what to do if we're pitted in a situation. In the Battle Royal, the Sinners know what to do when we get out there. Every single Sinner, including Anthony Steele, knows what to do when we get out to the ring for that Battle Royal.
So what would that be when you guys go out there? What would the plan
shut up.
be?
Listen to your master.
But if we opened the book and showed you all the pictures and there would be nothing to see, there'd be no surprises for
I think
Saturday.
that's like but that's an awake.
No. I got a great idea. Parsley. If it came down to me and you, the final two in that Battle Royal, what we could both do is both walk over the top rope and jump down at the same time, and both of us win and face Mephisto for the world title.
I don't think your guys'
ego.
That's
What if
why
it's
he's
not
in the
you and
center,
Parsley?
baby.
But don't you guys have instant replay?
Steele, what if it's not you and Parsley? It's me and Parsley.
See, look.
That's a great point from Kyle Fletcher. Great point.
Look, Felix. You're on a run, man. You just came off a victory against Damian Saint, but you're not world championship material yet.
Steele, I'm not world championship material.
Come on, what was that, Tom? You haven't me off here just because I'm talking, huh? Everyone else is talking.
Well, we'll bring it back.
Jesus, Tom. Now, as I was saying, you guys are all on here for a title. I'm on here just to win against Mephisto. You guys are going at it all wrong. Come on.
Freddie, it's been years. You can't win.
Oh, my God. I'm not going to shut up. How many times do I have to tell you people, huh? Anthony couldn't shut me up with the kick. Soldier couldn't shut me up with the shot.
You were talking after that kick to the back.
All jokes aside, guys. All jokes aside, I'll give an extra 20 to whoever eliminates him from the Rumble, from the Battle Royal.
As I was saying, I'm going to win this Battle Royale to go on and beat Mephisto.
I'll give somebody $20. $20 to eliminate him.
If Freddie wins, we riot.
So.
Freddie ain't winning.
I'm
telling you that right now.
There are 5 reasons that Freddie won't win right here.
I'm saying comb my hair.
Just a general observation. I mean, just a general observation. I actually do have one general
shut up, woman. How many times are you going to tell me? How many times are you going to tell me?
Shut up.
I'm not going to.
I have one general
You guys can't tell me to shut up and make me shut up. He's not here.
We can tell you to shut up.
Or you probably get thrown off.
Not here. You can't make me shut up, Parsley. Come on.
I can tell you to shut up, though, Freddie.
I'll
make you next time I see you, Freddie.
He's off the
There you go. I guess we can't make you shut up, Freddie.
But can I say one thing?
Yes.
So I hear Steele's planning with you, Parsley, but Parsley, can you trust Steele to do the right thing? If you guys both leave at the same time?
Yeah, his track record shows that he doesn't do the right thing.
Steele would never do me wrong. Steele has never done me wrong.
Just like Parsley's never done me wrong. I helped him. He helped me at Summer Bash.
Tell me something real quick. Hello, the adults.
Like we gotta we do like things as an equal.
I do. I don't agree with Felix at all, but I do like what he said. You guys are assuming that it's going to come down to you two, but what about that other center? Right there, the bastard of the Midwest. He's done
and
something.
He defeated the IMF world champion before. He's very much a world title contender. I don't know why Steele said he wasn't. I mean, that's Steele speaking for himself. Felix Jones very much is deserving.
Yeah, but could be the final why are you letting that happen?
We could all be a problem, couldn't we? Oh, we never thought of that, did we? All 3.
I'm not going to allow that.
No, yeah. Well, you're not going to have a say so because we're taking you out first thing.
Let me ask you though this question.
Dumping you over. Yeah, first thing.
That's interesting.
I will.
He's been breathing in too much of that urge.
Fighting each other. But Anthony and Justin, in many ways, you guys are similar in sort of kind of different ways, but similar in the sense that you guys don't take orders well from people. You guys basically do bang to your own drums. You guys are certainly interesting. I am trying to be very diplomatic these days. I am really trying to be very diplomatic these days. But the facts are is that you guys are certainly, let's just say, controversial figures, putting it lightly. You guys don't take advice. You don't take orders from anybody. And this is the first time in the IMF you guys are going to exist with each other. I mean, have you guys thought about that or processed that? This is the first time physically in an IMF venue, in an IMF ring, that you guys are going to exist with each other. I mean, how is that going to be?
Was IMF thinking about that when they booked the real deals to be inside the same venue at the same time?
I wouldn't know that answer.
The most controversial tag
Dirty
team,
doesn't
according
sound
to
like a
Sportswire
riot.
Hall of Fame.
That's still a thing?
Yeah, we're undefeated too, still.
You never had a match together.
We're undefeated as a tag, the only undefeated tag team in underground wrestling.
You're 0-0. You've never won a match either.
We're undefeated.
You never won a match either.
Deal with
it. You never won either.
Go cry about it. Look, where's Freddie? Where's Freddie? Boo-hoo, go cry about it.
I can bring him back on.
No, Freddie, tell him.
Listen, Tom, if you sit there and you take me off one more time, I'm going to leave this.
Yeah, you left off. Goodbye, Freddie. Goodbye. See you later.
you're doing so good, yet you're sitting on the ground.
All I want to know is why did he have a Michigan Wolverines banner in an Iowa residency? Does he like
because because the Michigan Wolverines, I don't give a fuck what they are right now. They have always been the greatest college football team ever.
Okay, thank you for confirming that.
Hey, look,
Reigning, defending national champions.
Well, Anthony Steele, you are defending the United States championship, but could it be for how much longer? I don't know.
Shirt color today. Wow, pink and pink.
Yeah, I mean, he does stuff for me. I do stuff for him. Yeah, we take care of each other.
I like how Parsley's wearing a belt that he rarely defends.
Hey, did he?
Let me get to some comments here. James Taylor, Justin, and Felix. You all know Anthony is just holding you all down, right?
It's still holding it.
That's true.
I'm holding them down.
You're holding, yeah, you are.
Yeah, holding their pockets down, bro.
I mean, let it be known. Last show,
you're holding down your own card.
I helped Felix beat Damian Saint because that's what we do. That's what we do is we work as a unit. Yes. And when one brother's down, the other brothers come around.
Zilla is rooting for Justin Parsley, and she's also rooting for Felix Jones against Soldier GP and Damian Saint. James Taylor would rather listen to Jeff Daniels instead of seeing Anthony Steele.
Congratulations, and no one wants to see you back in the fucking ring because
I do.
Dates that can't fucking happen.
But I think people would love to see James in the ring again.
Hey, I got a question. When's the first time you're going to show up to ROEW? Answer that one.
But he's the owner of the company.
What are you?
I have the fucking funds to do it if I wanted to.
But do you think
where's the invitation?
Where's the invitation? I mean, I got some connects in ROEW. So.
Yeah. The guy
one connect.
Right
hey. Whether y'all want to acknowledge it or not. I have one connect that Mr. Former World Champion there tried to fucking injure to take his title.
Oh, so you would actually be interested in going to ROBW? Would you like to wrestle James Taylor there? Is that what you're telling me? That's an interesting idea, but why not an IMF?
No, he's talking about the broken one. The broken one.
He's not an active
member.
Talking
about the broken one, Jack Delta.
He's not an active member. We wish him well, but he's not active there.
Everybody wants to throw that in my face that I injured him, so I'm going to own it. Yeah, I injured him. Fuck it.
Oh, there we
I
go.
put him down.
No.
I put him down.
Taking accountability.
Underground wrestling. Soldier
Took
GP,
you long
everybody.
enough to say it.
I'll say this.
Admittance is the first step, I hear.
Although
11 more.
Anthony Steele was the missing Hardy brother, he'd be Matt Hardy. Eat.
You saying because I like food? Oh, homie, obviously. Hey, looking at you, homie, you would fucking devour food just as much.
And you're just mad. You're just mad that was a nasty burn. That's a nasty burn.
Listen, I'm the United States champion. The only burn that's going to happen is when you take a
I figured out what the problem is between some of you guys. Is it because inside the ropes, was there some inside the ropes, inside baseball stuff that you two, Omen and Anthony, that when you guys were hosting the show together, is that what it comes down to? This drama all becomes because of what happened with inside the ropes when you guys were interviewing people? Is that what this all is about? No?
Omen just realized that Steele grabbed his coattail and tried to hang on for the ride.
I grabbed his coattail?
Seems like
well, it's Omen Black.
I've been relevant way before you, dude.
You haven't been relevant for a long time,
You've been here
brother.
for 2 years. I've been here for 8.
And done nothing.
Minus 2. That's 6 years
before you.
You were relevant.
You want a title in extremely crappy wrestling. Wow. You won a title in extremely crappy wrestling, and then you went over and you wrestled in a company that stole gimmicks from other companies. Yeah, you did something great, brother.
I did that first.
You wrestled in companies that allow pedophiles to wrestle for them. Wow, good job.
I mean, do you really?
We've been making a name for ourselves here to the point where you want to come here. You want to be a part of here. We did that. You might have been the bigger name when you first fought Omen. You might have been the bigger name, but now Omen's the bigger name.
Scratch that. I brought you back into the limelight, bitch.
Ooh. No, I brought IMF into the fucking limelight. The same thing I'm gonna do.
500 views.
No one knew who you were when I called you out because you were.
Everyone knew who I was. That's the biggest thing, Omen. Everyone knows who Anthony Steele is.
But nobody watches you, Anthony.
Black is.
You want to sit there and talk a big game, but nobody watches you.
Steal.
You have the least amount of views out of all the shows on our channel. With the matches that you wrestled.
Time out.
Okay.
Steal, you're my brother. You are a sinner. But I'm really getting tired of you trying to steal my spotlight. First, you said that I needed your help to beat Damian Saint, and now you're saying that you brought IMF into the light. No, we worked our asses off for this.
If it wasn't for me and James Taylor, y'all wouldn't be relevant.
We wouldn't.
I beg to differ.
If it wasn't for me,
if it wasn't for us, you guys wouldn't stay relevant.
Little views compared to the stuff I've done. 16,000 views, Steele.
I've done that multiple times.
Freddie Daniels is back to save us all. Freddie Daniels is back.
Oh my god.
Hey, yeah, you guys keep taking me off. Why, huh? I'm the only one talking on here, apparently. You guys keep taking breaks and stuff. Like, come on, Tom. I tell you that I'm not going to come back on. You take me off. I sit here and talk about the match. You take me off. What are you going to do, huh? I can sit here and talk about the bologna sandwich I had for lunch, and you're going to take me off. Come on, what do I got to talk about?
But if you keep talking all over me, I'm going to have to throw you off again. But,
That's right.
Well, Tom Bryce, you can't silence me, okay?
Thank you, Freddie. Have a nice day. Yeah, I can, Freddie.
Bada bing, bada boom. Get out of here.
From the real bada bing, bada boom land. Let's just put it that way.
Make like a tree and get out of here.
We really want to go there. I could certainly make a few phone calls. Let's not go there and do that, though. Anthony, you've taken your glasses off for the first time in weeks on Sportswire. Wow. This must be serious.
Oh, man. Let it be clear, dude. This Saturday, you have to face me not once but twice. And when I retain the United States Championship, me, Parsley, Felix, and
Now it's Felix.
Are going to throw your fucking big ass over that top rope and take your fucking hopes and dreams away.
See, you seem to forget one thing. You think I'm the only Foundation member in there?
He's not.
Hold on. Partially. Have we ever been afraid of the Foundation?
Yeah. No, and it hasn't mattered how many members they had in the ring with us at one time. It still has never.
That's why Partially doesn't show up
them.
most of the time because he's afraid. Yes.
No, it's because they take care of the business very well. It's because I assembled a team that Damian
Parsley
Saint
don't show up
wishes
because
he
he promised stuff that he never gets. Parsley doesn't show up because he's promised stuff that he never gets.
Also, I want to let Zilla know that his apology is accepted, and Xavier Thorne is not the nameless one. I will guarantee it's not Xavier Thorne.
Could be.
No, it's not. He's never been in IMF. When was he
they
in
could
IMF?
be lying. What if they're lying? What if Xavier's lying
I
and
really
he is the
think IMF with whoever runs the IMF, which we don't know who it is.
Whose idea was that?
They would really, I think, definitely not sign Xavier Thorne. With all due respect to Xavier Thorne.
That was Zilla's idea? Xavier Thorne?
Zilla thinks Xavier Thorne's the nameless one.
I'm on Zilla's side. I think she's probably right.
Well, I love Zilla, but I just don't think Xavier Thorne is the nameless one.
I don't know. She's a good girl. Smart girl. I'm on her side. I believe it.
But he hasn't been in the IMF, though. How could it have been him, though?
We're gonna go ahead and pretend like the nameless one tells nothing but the truth. Okay.
Freddie Daniels is the nameless one. That's who it is.
Son of a bitch.
Really? Hey, Anthony took his glasses off. Maybe if I take the jacket off, you'll keep me on here, Tom. How about that? I got the jacket off. I'm going to stay here.
No, it's not.
Damn, that didn't work.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. We're not going to tolerate that. Thank you, Freddie.
Let's get back to brass tacks. Let's talk about the Battle Royal.
I would love to. I would love to do that.
Tom, no one's asked you. Who do you think? Who do you put your money on? I know you got a lot of it. Who would you put your money on?
I do. I don't know if I would be. I'm not a betting man, but some of the names I would think of off the bat is obviously Sean Jovi made a great case earlier. He talked about what it would mean to him. Omen Black, you've got the size. Anthony Steele has certainly got the size. I got a name though that something tells me would be a wild card. We haven't spoken about him the entire night, and that's Mr. Brightside. And boy, did he have a lot to say earlier this week on the IMF Facebook page. Now, I know, Anthony, that's a name you might want to take the glasses off for. Now, what about Mr. Brights? We've talked about all night about you and Justin Parsley being together, but this guy, Mr. Brightside, I mean, he was just, you and him were like, I'd never seen anything like that before with you. You've been in there with some guys on this platform. You've gotten into it, but that.
I mean, he was telling the truth, Tom. Steele just got mad because the truth hurts.
But what about that name? That's a name
The
I would
truth,
really
Steele just got mad because the truth hurts.
Nah. The truth of the matter is a fucking no-name wannabe wants to fucking come in here and talk shit on me when he don't even fucking know me. Homie, you can go wrestle around with your fucking owner in WCE and do whatever the fuck he wants you to fucking do. But when it comes to fucking IMF, there's one thing that I've guaranteed every single fucking time. I show the fuck up and I show the fuck out. Whether it's against Omen Black, whether it's against Soldier GP, Sean Jovi, Jordan Nets, Dirty fucking Donnie. Shit, you could put me, Felix, and Justin Parsley in a triple threat and it'd still be one of the best fucking matches of the goddamn night. That dude don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's rather killing fucking self jumping off a ladder to make fucking moments than make a great fucking match. Brightside, I told you the same thing then. I'm going to tell you the same thing now. It's on site. It's on site. On Saturday, it's on site.
You know, there's another name, and I think somebody left. Who left here? Soldier left. He'll come back. I hate to throw this out there for names for the nameless one. Any chance that Tyler Fury would be the nameless one? Yeah, Tyler Fury. I mean, name that's certainly been giving Sean Jovi some problems, giving the foundation.
You know what? I don't think it's Tyler because this guy's way too smart. But I do recall Tyler did bring someone a long time ago. Felix, you know, what's his name? The Painmaker. Where the fuck his name is?
It was the Peacemaker. He wasn't that cool.
I mean, he was. We haven't seen him in a long time. But
the nameless one is Dark.
I hate those STBW kids.
You know what? I would be happy if it was Kron.
But Mr. Kron,
I'd be wondering why he's being so mysterious about it. You know what I mean?
Well, he has been quiet the last couple of weeks. He's been quiet.
I see the way that Matthew Forsaken's going about nowadays. So
we saw what he did to See Money in another promotion, a promotion that Mr. Parsley works for. And Mr. Jones has wrestled there. Mr. Black has wrestled there. But I mean,
I like what Parsley said earlier, though.
Okay.
How can we trust that he's telling the truth? He said he's returning. Who's to say he's not already here? Who's to say that? If you want my honesty, because this dude didn't start coming to talk to me until after me and Felix destroyed him at the end of Highway to Hell. I think it could be Isaiah Rage because he wants payback.
This guy's too smart.
Real.
I don't know. Isaiah Rage. I mean,
it could be. I
don't remember when it's all started, but
any chance?
I think it was started when the fucking Mephisto first came on as champion.
Any chance it's Remington Stryker?
Remington couldn't spell half the words that guy was saying.
I mean, the Chiefs keep winning. I mean, he can't win here, but maybe he wants to finally win in the IMF. I don't know.
Could it be Diablo?
Stop.
No, I got too stupid.
Oh, Soldiers. Yeah, sorry about that, Soldier. I know you got internet connection problems, but welcome back, Soldier.
But you know what?
Management calling me.
Okay.
At the end of the day, whoever makes it to the Final Four, I want you all to know, Center's foundation are out the fucking window. So you're looking at one of the guys who can be in the Final Four.
Well, what about names like Il Drago? What about names like Mr. Brightside? Those are guys that
respectfully, Soldier. You know what it is, but Final Four.
But what
foundation
about
out the window?
I mean, let's think about it, right? I know we talked about the Sinners being there, but what happens if it's Jovi and Omen or Jovi and Soldier or Il Drago's in there?
See the difference between the foundation and the Sinners.
Okay, tell me.
We know that when it comes to a battle royal, every man for himself. We don't have him. We're not gonna catch feelings because if Omen eliminates me, he's not gonna catch feelings if I eliminate him. Can you guys say the same?
That's a fair point.
You guys don't even have a leader as the foundation. You know that, right?
We don't.
Because we're actually
the foundation is nothing but chaos. It's organized. It's disorganized chaos crumbling before our eyes. And I told you it was going to happen.
That sounds like last
week. A year ago, this would happen.
But are we coming? You can't control your people.
Living in real time. Me destroying the foundation like I promised. like I
You can't even
prophesied.
control your people.
Are you destroying it?
Because you can't control
tell
your
me the
people.
reasons why and how you think you're destroying it.
Look at you. What do you have? What do you have to show for anything right now?
I have one thing you all three
Whether
don't
it's
have.
a championship for another company or a championship for your own. What do you have?
I have the one
right
thing
now?
that none of you have in the Sinners, and that's called
Sam?
honor.
Honor.
And Zilla just wants to confirm that she's not the nameless one. Just want to let everybody know.
Oh, but on Saturday,
We don't care.
I'll also have Mrs. Parsley and Esther leaving the arena.
No family members.
I'm bringing him into town, but it ain't to see you. I promise you that, fat boy. What the fuck is this guy doing here?
Apparently, he's your boss in ROEW.
Hey, Taylor, you know what it is.
Just thought I'd come on here and say I can't wait for Saturday. Can't wait to see all y'all beat the hell out of each other. It's going to be great. Hi, I'm James Taylor, Anthony's only relevancy. Anthony's pretty mid, but it's only because of me that he knows y'all.
I'm beating you twice. Beating twice. Beating you twice, you piece of fucking shit. Why are you here? You're not even a part of IMF.
Omen Black is going to beat the living crap out of you.
You're not even a part of IMF. Get the fuck out of here.
You know, it is what it is.
You know, Tom,
fucking disrespectful.
I've decided I'm gonna come on here all calm. I'm gonna tell you.
What's up, Jeff Daniels?
You're gonna kick me off of it. Well, I got one thing. This weekend, I got some tricks up my sleeve too, just like everyone else.
Hey,
So
where do you get your grease
you
for
can
the
kick
hair
me
at?
off
Where do you get
this
the
weekend
stuff
when
for
I
your
win.
hair?
That's just
Ain't no one gonna be able to kick me off of that
That's
stool.
natural grease,
Hey,
baby.
what do you think? You think I could pull off your haircut, bro? What do you think?
All
I'm
right,
a big
shut
fan
up,
of you,
Taylor.
Jeff
All right,
Daniels.
Soldier got
I'm
a better
big
stunner
fan.
than you.
I've
And
been
you're
a
sitting
fan
on
since
here
day
just to
one,
talk
Jeff
to Anthony
Daniels.
Steele, who's
I
gonna
can't wait to
kick
see
your
you
ass the
with
next time he
Tatum one more
sees you.
time.
All right, I felt one of those kicks.
Freddie,
It's gonna
that's the
break your
smartest
fucking
thing you ever
jaw.
said. Freddie, that's
Freddie
the smartest
knows.
thing you ever said. Because I'm
Shut
gonna
up, Anthony. You're not too bright, all right? I'm just sitting
First of
here
all,
saying,
hey, listen.
Freddie, I got enough.
Whoa. Hey, Freddie, I'm not too bright, but at Highway to Hell, you cashed in Money in the Bank. Did you leave with the title? Nah, I didn't think so.
I don't know about you, Omen. Tom, thank you for letting me come on here for a moment. Soldier, Justin, Omen. I don't know how you guys can take.
We're gonna
anybody
end the
serious.
show with this because we always seem to do that every month here. But
I don't
go
know
ahead.
how you could take any guy serious who wears glasses in the middle of the night in a room by himself. I don't know how you could take that serious, but hey, it is what it is. Maybe it's just the
But
times
there's
of today.
two of them now.
So
There's two of them.
okay, well, I mean, if that's what
Yeah,
it is. But
shut the
Justin,
fuck
I
up,
thought
you
were-
fat neck
have more class
motherfucker.
than that.
The sun never
Listen.
sets on a badass Taff.
Are those like Bret Hart like 1992 shades? Did you get them off eBay?
They're Justin Parsley 2024 shades.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. Did we
It's
sell
okay.
those? Are they on the discount?
We don't sell. No, we do not sell those
Discount
through the
over in Indiana
PWF store.
or no?
Nope. These
Hey,
are
I just got. Hey, honestly, Soldier, I really do got one question. For this being an IMF show, why the fuck is James Taylor here when he's never even shown up to IMF?
Well, he apparently
So
said he
I
wanted
can
to
answer that one actually. I mean, you made a comment earlier that you said if it wasn't for James Taylor and Anthony Steele, IMF would blah 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 blah. Bullshit.
You're
No,
right.
if it wasn't for James Taylor, you wouldn't have even known of IMF. IMF did their own thing. I just started the little flame, and then they took off on their own. They've done something that other companies have never done. So that's them. They've done their own thing. You wouldn't have never known them if it wasn't for me, Jack. Period. And you know, it doesn't matter what it is.
If I could interject,
look.
technically, I would.
there.
Could I technically interject? Could I technically, because in December of 2022, I'm sure I have a paper trail. I was actually told about you guys by an owner of a promotion in the Midwest. I won't say who, but let's just say the initials start with the W.
Oh, I wonder who that could be.
With a W.
Hey, James, let me just put it as simple as this, James, with you.
Yes.
Cool. You got a hold of me to get a hold of them.
Because I called you out.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. You got called out by Soldier. I got called out by Omen. You made a promise to Soldier you'll show up. I made a promise to Omen that I showed up. And guess who actually showed the fuck up?
You're trying to steer it to where it's something that it's not. It makes no sense what you're saying. What I
It makes
was saying was the
perfect
fact
sense.
that
It's when I say I'm going to show up, I'm going to show up. You're known for You're known for flaking. You're known for flaking. You're known for flaking.
Yeah, thank you.
You're known for flaking.
That's because when
Your
I
cankles are
show
known
up,
for
it
flaking.
actually when I show up, it actually means something. When you show up, you're just there until the
Yeah, it
boys
means you're
burn
gonna get your
down.
fucking ass kicked. You don't want to show up to IMF because you know you're gonna get your ass kicked not only by Soldier GP, but I'm right there fucking with them. There's an old saying.
With Soldier.
Hey, there's an old saying. No, there's an old saying, James. The fight's never over until I put you down, and I have not yet put you down because I'm keeping you alive.
Well, we don't want to put anybody down physically. We want to give them a 1, 2, 3, whoever wins, but we don't want to.
Oh, in that case, and I've done it twice to James Taylor. 1, 2, 3. Because there can't be no other way. The same reason why you won't face Soldier GP. There's the same reason why you won't face Soldier GP. It's because you know his stunner hurts a lot more than yours, and your jaw's gonna get fucking jacked, and you're gonna get pinned. 1, 2, 3.
I got a question.
Go ahead, Omen. It's your show.
How's it taste, Anthony? Have fucking Soldier GP's dick in your mouth right now.
Oh, we are not.
I was getting ready to say, hey, brother, you got to calm down because it's weird that you're actually like trying to defend me. See, I'm not going to say nothing about the situation because I'm not going to bring it up because the fact when I do bring it up, I get that never say never, kid. Never say never. So I'm not going to bring it up. So I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to let y'all talk. And if it happens, it happens.
My bad.
Well, we're going to end the show in a few minutes. So let's go end it with this. Justin Parsley, I want to give you the opportunity to say any final words for anybody that you're going to be having a chance to share a ring with. What's going to happen in the tag match and also in the battle royal, and anything else you want to say, because you are the only 7-time Sportzwire Radio Hall of Famer, and you are the PWF champion. So I'm going to pass the baton to you, and anything you want to say towards your opponents coming up, anything toward the Sinners or anybody else out there before this Saturday, floor is yours.
Then I'll say this Saturday, November 16th, live from Palo, Iowa, and later to be uploaded to YouTube too. Watch, tune in as I beat Soldier GP's ass and defeat a professional wrestler, just like my son, the Prince of Professional Wrestling, Felix Jones, did last month in tag team action. And after that, watch as I win the Battle Royal and become the #1 contender for the IMF World Heavyweight Championship, baby!
Whoa.
One of us wins.
You got this, Justin. You got it.
For the IMF
You see how Steele's jumping on your coattails? Like he wants to ride with you.
Well,
he don't want
what I meant. You know what I meant. I got in the
win.
moment. I got caught up. I'm sorry.
Look. I'll give you that you caught in the moment, but
you don't sound like a leader.
Listen.
You don't really sound like a leader, Parsley.
It sounded like it made sense to me.
Listen, Parsley. I love you.
Like you
I respect you. I love you, and I respect you, Parsley.
I love you too, man.
But
No, he doesn't.
but
He's fucking lying.
I'm also in that match.
No, you're not.
Yes, he is.
You're gonna get dumped over the top rope, and then you're gonna say you slipped or some shit.
So,
and you know what to, and you're a sinner, and you know what to do in the match because all the sinners know what to do in the match. I said that earlier.
Yeah,
and you're in the match.
It says it under your name, leader of the sinners. The leader has the right to do what he needs to do.
But you know what to like. Yeah, one of us are gonna win. Absolutely, Anthony, I'm with you. But then, like, you know what to do too.
Nameless One would like to break this up and say this. He has foretold that Steele will be let down Saturday. Anthony, I'll tell you what.
That's the smartest thing that the Nameless One had said all night.
Anthony, I'm going to give you the opportunity, but I tell you what, Anthony, you shouldn't be worried so much about the Sinners. You shouldn't even be worried about the foundation. The name I'm paying close attention to for you, good sir, is Mr. Brightside, Oswald Brightside. That's the name that I'm paying attention to most. But until then, you have your final words. Anything you want to say to anybody here, anybody out there coming up Saturday, and fire away, good sir.
Simple as this. On Saturday, I won't be let down. I'm going to be standing up over Omen Black with the United States Championship in my hand. And then I'm going to go on to that Battle Royal. And like you said, Parsley, I'm going to do what's best for the Sinners. And that is win the Battle Royal.
Oh, okay. Very kind of you, Anthony. Very kind. Very kind word,
Wow.
from you, Anthony. But I'm Freddie.
Honestly, what do you feel?
I'm giving Freddie Daniels final words before I'm going to you last.
No, Tom, I already said my final words. I got tricks up my sleeves for this Saturday. I'm gonna win to go on and beat Mephisto, my longtime rival. And it's not even for the title that all these people want. It's just to beat the big motherfucker. Those are my final words, Tom, because they do not matter to me. Not this Sunday, not ever.
It's Saturday, but thank you, Freddie. You have a nice day. He said Sunday, but they can matter on Sunday.
Idiot.
Thank you, Sunday. Soldier, I'm going to give you the opportunity to say some final words about whatever you want to say towards your opponents, anybody else, and definitely, I'm not going to get in the middle of you in that bat, but the floor is yours, my friend.
Parsley, you've been breathing in too much of them herbs to think that you're going to beat me this weekend. Real talk. And in that Rumble, that Battle Royal, guys, I got screwed out of my title and never got a rematch. So I have the most to prove in that Rumble so I can get my rematch. Because I guess you don't just get rematches like other companies. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
So when it's all said and done, Omen, no disrespect, you know what it is. But if I have to, I'm going to throw your big ass over that fucking rope too.
You can try.
Because when it comes down to it, it's a world title shot.
Thank you, Soldier. Freddie can come back on Sportswire. He doesn't get the Remington Striker treatment, but it's okay. Freddie's okay. He'll
never bring up Zilla's comments again. If you want to say that, never bring Freddie back. Never bring Zilla's comments back. A fun fact. There's a new fun fact. Zilla's opinions don't matter to me.
On half the things, but we want Zilla here every day. She's been a good supporter. We want to make sure Zilla's here. Omen, it's your show. I'm going to give you final words for anything else, and definitely it's your platform, so you say what you want. And you got the mic.
I do get the mic.
It's a big mic, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's what she said too. Jesus.
Weird. This is weird.
You have the floor. Go ahead.
I just want to say a couple things. You know, Steele, like I said Monday, you have everything to lose while I have nothing to lose. You see, I was the IMF Hardcore Champion. You see, I'm thinking about ranking up. You know, being Hardcore Champion is all fine and dandy. I've been that. I established that I could do that. See, I want to be the number 2 guy. But then again, I'd rather be the top guy. And that's what I'm going to be when I beat you for the U.S. title. And I go on to the main event in that Battle Royal and become the number 1 contender for the world title. And no one in this chat, no one in this Rumble are going to get in my way. Soldier, you know what it is. But I've been dying to be a 3-time world champion. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay, well, you know what? Definitely, we'll see what time it is. It's 4 up, 4 down. We'll have to see, or it's going to be Sinners all the way. But James, I'm going to give you the last words tonight. I did enjoy the Stone Cold Hulk Hogan thing on TikTok. I think I reposted.
Hey, I just want you to remember an eye for an eye. An eye for an eye.
Well, Justin, make sure you wear glasses to protect your eyes.
Duly noted.
You could lose your eyes. But, James, I'm going to obviously give you the floor. Anything you want to say? By the way, James, I'm going to see you here December 4th because Jason Storm's returning to Sportswire after anniversary. Just letting you know. He's returning to anniversary. After anniversary. He's returning. But until then,
I still owe him, too.
Well, that's true, too. But he's not in so much of a good mood. But he did speak to me. He was going to be back on Sportswire. I did enjoy the Stone Cold.
Is that why he's on a good mood?
I don't know. But James, you have the last words before we sign off tonight.
Well, thank you, Tom. I appreciate it. I like to support
IMF. That's the last word on our show.
I
don't know because I don't know.
Business is business when it comes to this. Look, Anthony, I know you feel the way you feel, and you're the real deal and all that bullshit, but you just don't understand.
From a girl that gets signed to WWE.
Yeah. So
the real deal data steal.
You just don't understand that holding a championship means absolutely nothing if you're thinking that title is what's making you relevant right now, because it's not.
Coming from a person that don't have one.
So I'm talking. You had your word, sweetheart. It's my turn. Okay. So you hold the title and thinking that your shit don't stink. Trust me, it stinks, and everybody in IMF smells it. I can guarantee you that all these guys in this room have more respect for me than they do for you. Anybody in this company, anybody in the community has more respect. It doesn't matter if I show up or not. I will show up. I want to show up. And you know what? I almost so badly want to show up. And when I finally do, I think I want to just go past Soldier for a moment and go straight to you if you're still there. And that's if the bridge doesn't get burned down in time. But we're going to find out in the future, right? You got a big match ahead of you. I can't wait to see it, but I hope that this one's going to be your big match. I hope this is going to be your biggest match in IMF because you're going against Omen Black. The first match, Soldier got involved. I saw it. You were kind of the face. Omen was more the heel. But now it seems the roles are reversed 20 months later. You think I don't keep up with the community? You think I don't pay attention to what's going on in IMF, in ROEW, and in a lot of these companies? You think nobody really likes me? Then why am I still here? Why do people still talk to me? Because I've earned their respect. Because I give the respect back. And I'm not brown nosing. I'm not PP riding. I'm just spitting out facts, Jack. Because you know, if anybody in this business has got your number, is James Taylor, period. And yes,
I mean, my phone number.
There can't be no other way. What?
I mean, partially. He wants to talk about numbers. The number's 2-1. So I mean, obviously, I got his number.
1-1. It's 2-1 competition. A fatal four-way.
Hey, Soldier. What's the thing that we talk about on here all the time? What is the thing? Hold on. What is the thing we always talk about on here? Oh yeah, a win's a win, right?
Win's a win.
That means when I pinned you, not once, but for a second time at Resurrection Wrestling, that makes it 2-1.
Hey, we don't talk about that company now.
Hey, Taylor.
You're right. That company's
dead. I think me the same number for Steele's worthless ass.
Well, I tell you one company that's definitely not dead. That is the IMF, and they have a big show coming up here this Saturday. It is called Dirty Deeds, and you're going to see 4 of those participants as a huge part of that show. I would hope you follow the IMF on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook.
What's wrong, Parsley? Is that belt getting too heavy for you?
Well, he's going to have to carry it to the Palo Community Center from where he is, and I am very happy to be donating a ticket for somebody to go and watch the show. We will have full coverage after the show and congratulate the IMF on getting ready for their 1-year anniversary to Winter Clash. ROEW has anniversary coming up here very soon, and we'll have a lot more coverage of that. And we'll certainly see what happens. We will certainly say before we go, though, the nameless one would like to say this before we sign off. 38 days, Zilla. Be patient. He is waiting for the right time. Winter Clash is that right time. Jack Delta was never in the IMF, so I'm actually going to confirm that for you. He's not the.
Jack Delta's too broken.
Jack Delta is never in the. Listen, I love Jack Delta, but he was never in the IMF, and he has a name. And Justin Parsley's wrestled him.
Yeah, the broken one.
Taylor's wrestled him. Soldier GP's wrestled him, and Anthony Steele. I alluded to having his digits, but I don't know if that's true or not.
To wrestle him.
He's not self-destructive enough. No comment on that. Is the nameless one Peyton the Peacemaker? I don't know, but I tell you what, go follow the IMF. Please support them. I support them.
What did you ask who it was? Who?
Peyton the Pacemaker.
Who the hell's that?
STBW. Small town.
Wrestling.
Got a lot of views with the company that.
The only one that matters in that company. Is refusing to come here and fight me. So that's
the guy that beat John Jovi. The guy that beat Jovi, though. But you know what? It's not about him. It's about IMF tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in on this special Wednesday edition of your IMF pre-show coverage. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice figuratively and literally where all wrestling matters. And tomorrow we have on Jackson Blade. I think today is Jackson Blade. Tomorrow, today, whatever you are. But thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Please follow the IMF. Please follow ROEW. It is all wrestling matters here. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. On the number one global radio station that is Sportswire.